This is Qolla Tembien in the central Tigray, where local officials say over 256 civilians were killed, while 140 others were injured during 8 months long occupation of the area by Ethiopian and Eritrean forces. Abret Haftu is a mother of 7 and lives in Qolla Tembien. She says she lost 2 of her children and her husband on February 10 last year. Abret says soldiers wouldn't even allow her to bury their bodies.
We found one of my child's body lying on the street. We couldn't pick it up because there were gunmen aiming at us from every direction. Eventually, we managed to get 2 of the bodies, but the rest of them remained on the street for 3 days. Later on, we buried 7 bodies in a single grave. I lost my husband, Gabra Abazgi Gabra Hawaya, and 2 of my children, Hagos Gabra Abazgi and Kalayu Gabra Abazgi. Kalayu was a teacher.
Sahinesh Hailu is another victim whose 3 children have been brutally murdered by the Ethiopian forces.
They killed 3 of my children, Tsagai Gabra Gergis, Ogbay Gabra Gergis, and Tesfai Gabra Gergis. They wouldn't even let us bury the bodies. Their bodies remained on the street for 3 days. They killed my husband, Desalin Gabra Xavier, and Nugusa, my husband's nephew. They also killed Adam Zahai, my sister-in-law, and his cousin Yosef Gabramedin, who had fled Yechila and nearby vicinity to save his life because the Ethiopian forces were massacring civilians there.
شعت ليتي لحاموس ليوقح مبل سلسة معلتي 4 سبات خوينا كابزي أواصنينا غوسيسنا أمتينا يازيا شقاق يعني ربيا.
On the 3rd day, at 3 a.m., we were able to get the bodies and bury them. We only escaped because we hid in the bathroom.
Hagos Hadera, advisor to the chief administrator of Qolla Tembien, says Ethiopian and Eritrean forces have executed 256 innocent civilians and have injured 140 others in their 8 months long occupation.
More than 256 civilians were executed and many others injured by joint perpetrators of the massacre in our warada.
Occupation of Tigray by invading Ethiopian and Eritrean forces saw the killing of innocent civilians and the wanton destruction of public as well as private property.